Hi everyone, this is Judy from Judy's Handmade Creation, and today I'm sharing how I made my Bible journal. This one here says I can do all things through him who gives me strength. And then it's got the Bible verse down here. I made these for some of the people at church that I'm going to pass out to them. And I'll show you the tools that I use, the paper packs that I use, and the stencil that I use for this. I use the We Are Memory bookbinding guide. This here. Let me take it out, let you see it. I keep it in here so I don't. This is the We Are Memory bookbinding guide, and you can get this at Michael's. It comes with the guide here where you punch holes in your paper. It comes with this little pouch. It comes with the little thing that punches the holes in your paper of your book. It comes with a sewing needle. I don't know if you can see it in there. Let me open it. It comes with two different kind of sewing needles and some thread to sew your book up, your binding in your book. It comes with a curved needle right there, and it comes with a straight needle, and it comes with the, I don't know what you call this. What is that called? It's called, this is called a awl that puts the holes in the book. Okay, so I use this tool here to make these two books, and this is how it puts this thread here, the thread here, this is what sews the binding in the book. I don't know if you can see the sewing in the book back there. That's what holds it together. Okay, I got this here and that there. Let me put this over here and I'll explain how I made it. So to make these books here, I'll tell you what kind of paper I use. I use some of the paper out of this pack, and this is a color book pack. I think I got this from Walmart. I don't even know if they got any more. It comes with a lot of different papers. Like all them different steins. And this is cardstock. That's how I make the front of the book here. You can make them in any design you like, but I wanted to do a Bible one. And I usually take just regular copy paper, and that's how I make the inside of the pages. The copy paper that I use is an 8.5 by 11, and the paper in this pack is an 8.5 by 11. And what I do is let me fix that. I take my paper cutter. And I just cut the 8.5 by 11 inch. I cut it the 11-inch way, and I cut that at 5.5. I gotta line it up to 5.5, and I cut them at 5.5, and I cut 8 sheets like this, eight whole sheets, and 8 of these would give me, once I've taken, cut them all out, and then I put them all together like on top of each other, and then I just fold them like that. And then 8 sheets, if you count back and front, 8 whole sheets, that would give you 16 of these. 16 back and front. That would be 64 pages back and front. Okay, and then after I cut my, see, I cut this the same way. I put it in there, I cut it the same length. I cut it on the 11-inch side, and I cut it at 5.5 inches, and they give you two pages. And then after I do that, I take my bookbinding guide, and this is where you punch your holes in there for your book. I'll unscrew these here and I'll move it over on this side, and I just put it in there like that, line it up with these holes right here, just in there like that, and then I put this on top, and I screw that in there. And this is where you punch your holes. So it's got like the little holes there. However far you want your holes to be apart. I usually go the black. I usually follow all the black ones, like put a hole there, put a hole there, a hole there. So I go with, you know, like the black ring around it. That's the one I do, and I just punch them all the way down like that. And it punches holes in there where you can sew through it. I go all the way through. See the little hole with the black ring? I use that one and just punch that. Then I skip that hole and go to the next black hole one. Skip that one, go to the next. Do all the ones that's got the ring around the hole. The black ring around it. And then after you punch all your holes in for your binding, you're just going to take it out and see how you got your holes. Then you're going to thread your needle, and then you're going to just sew your book together. You're going to put this over front after you cut, and you put it in there, and then you take your sewing needle and sew in and out, in and out, in and out. And then you'll get down to this end, and then you just go opposite through the inside and sew it, and then you'll tie on the inside of the book. And that's how I created my book, my Bible journal. I just punched all my holes with this, like I showed you. You can see all the holes in there. Let me see the holes. And then you take this thread, you take the thread that comes with it, and the sewing needle, I use the straight sewing needle, or you can use the curved one, whichever one works good for you. But I use the straight one. You just thread it up like a regular, like you're sewing through something, like clothes or something, but you're only sewing through your paper to make your binding. It comes with a little needle like that, and a needle like that. And what you do is you take your needle, thread it, and then you sew in and out of your holes, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, until you get to that end. And then you just sew back the other way on the inside. The stitches will be on the inside. When you sew the one way, they'll be on the outside, and then when you sew the other way, they'll be on the inside. So that's how I created my Bible journal. And what I like about these Bible journals, you can read your Bible, and then you can write your verse down in here, what you were reading. And you just don't have to make a Bible journal. You can make any kind of a book you want with any saying. But I like this saying. I've been using this a lot. And to put this on here, to put the Bible saying on here, I take and use this one that I got from Michael's. This is the one I use. I don't know if you can see it like that. Let me take it out. It's got that glare from it. I try to keep them in here so I don't get them all lost. It would be one like, this is the one I use. I don't know if you can see the letters on it, but that's the one that I use. But here it goes on the back. And then what I do, these came from Michael's. I got these for like 49 cents. They were clearance. And what I do with it, I take the ink. I got an ink pad that I laid a stencil down on the book. I laid a stencil. Well, what I do is I don't put it down on the book. I glue this piece of paper on here, but I do this separate. I put this like on another piece of paper and I lay it down. And then I take my little black stamper here. I can't get it open. It's stuck now. Oh, wait a minute. There it goes. I take this little stamper and then I just stamp over top. And that's what makes the letters black. And that's how I make my little books. And it's fun to make your books, and some people like to receive them. You can make them with people's name on it. You can make them any way you want. And a lot of people like to receive them. And this is a good little book binding guide. It's a book binding guide. It puts your holes in there evenly, and you don't have to guess. That's what I like about it. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, you can see where I sewed through the book. And that's what keeps your book together. And yeah, I like it. That's if anybody's interested in making books. They can get the We Are Memory, the book binding guide. And this will punch your holes perfect. It's got other ways how to make books, but I haven't tried that way yet. This is the only way that I've done, but it has other ways you can make them. Yeah, this is the only way I made them so far. Okay, thank you for watching and have a great day. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. And I appreciate all of you. Thank you.